Hello and welcome to Europa Barbarorum 2. We're playing the Seleucid Kingdoms. Um, we have tried this on the new patch 2.4. I had a couple of crashes. I'd recorded quite a fair bit as well. So we're going to go back to 2.35. So we're on 2.35 at the moment and we start here. I'm going to go through this intro, so feel free to skip this. I'm going to read it out for everyone. And just quickly before you skip, we have to eliminate the Egyptians, Armenia, Pontus and Palava. If you don't like reading, this mod is probably not for you. You can get through it, but there's so many tidbits and tips and tricks that you find everywhere, and it all starts to piece together and make sense once you start playing that. So I'll try and show you as best I can. This is the biggest faction in the game, so there'll be a lot to go through, especially turn 1. It's not particularly like the Eastern Roman campaign in like a Rome game, where it's not particularly crumbling all around, but we do have lots of threats on all sides, all borders. So similar, but not in a collapsing kind of way. So let's begin. Through guile and sheer force of will, Seleucus Nicator founded his ark, his satrapy of Babylonia taken from him. He set out 39 years ago with 800 infantry and 200 cavalrymen, a gift from his friend Ptolemy, and took the shattered pieces of the realm of Magus Alexandros and forged them into a state unparalleled by any of the other Diadochi. The people of Babylon welcomed him back immediately. He turned enemies into friends. He conquered those he could not convert. Repeatedly he defeated Antigonus Monophthalmos, brought the upper satrapies to heel, won Syria from the one-eyed, and then finally took his home from Lysimachos. 9 years ago, after the events at Cori, and tired of war, your father Seleucus crossed into Europa to finally rest. The last of his peers, there he was killed by the perfidious Ptolemaeus Caraunus. The ark then became yours, Antiochus. You kept it together, but not without challenges. You have stopped rebellions in Syria, you have dealt with treachery from the provinces in Micro-Asia, and you have been embroiled in a simmering war with the Ptolemy. Your finest hour was the defeat of the Galatian horde, whom you crushed with your elephants. For your deed of saving Hellenistic civilization, you have been given the appellation Soter. Can you repeat your successes? To the south are the Arab tribes, and your main rival, the Ptolemy. The Armenians lie to the north in their mountain strongholds. In the east are the wily nomadic horsemen of the steppe. Down into the Indus are growing powers that may threaten your frontier. To the west are the fickle city-states of Micro-Asia and Hellas. Many of these surrounding powers are currently allies, but at any time they may turn. Luckily your army is strong, with the phalanx at its anchor and some of the best cavalry in the world. Changing times have also brought variety, such as infantry carrying the Galatian furios to act as skirmishers or assault infantry. Your diverse lands give you access to many native units, from slingers to axemen, and even elephants, while surrounding you are the dedicated corps of elite infantry, the Agraspides, and Heteroi cavalry. Finally, the fecundity and wealth of your territory provides enough wealth to make you a power unrivaled. With your strong hand to guide it, how could the Arche Seleukeia do anything but succeed? Now, I'm sorry if I butchered all of the pronunciations in there, but it's going to be like that. It's one of those games. So feel free to interrupt and tell me where I went wrong. Yeah, let's begin. It's going to be hard to show you because we can't just zoom out on our whole lands. So we'll try and go through it step by step. We're going to minimize everything for the moment, and we'll show you around. So these are our major cities, Seleukeia and Babylon. Seleukeia is our capital. It's our capital here. Babylon, obviously, one of the biggest settlements of all time. Most famous. This is a big goal that we want to get done. We have this, and is it a Persepolis to repair? Yeah, Parsa. Obviously Persepolis is also another incredible city in this area. So here we are in Parthian lands. So we have all these major cities right in the centre of our territory, and we spread all the way to Lydia here. So as the intro started, we have just beaten the Galatian horde. I'm not sure if there's anything that's going to come up with that in this campaign about the Galatians. Oh, we have lots of loyalty problems. So let's go for it. Chaos. This family had a big thing going on. There's Arche. Hold on, I'll go for us. Family tree is huge. The family tree is absolutely huge. So all the other factions won't be dealing with stuff like this. Yeah, this family in particular is very fickle. If you have a look, 3 loyalty on him, 1 loyalty, 2 loyalty, and 1 loyalty. Oh, he's in a different family, so. But still, these guys will be a thorn in our side. They're all in a similar area, so I'm hoping to, with strength of arms, we can show them what we're worth. This guy's good, Meliagros, Troyos. 3 loyalty. Anything we can, as long as the loyalty is okay, we can manage with the king Basilius, Antiochus. As long as this stays high, and this we can get higher, then we're going to be good. We're not going to have to worry about the low loyalty too much. We do have some public order problems, especially on the outskirts. Here we have not building browser. Apologies. We've got civil unrest and a famine. There's a famine that's all the way through here, so just Damascus and Antioch. Not sure how far it spreads here as well in Edessa. Let's see if it goes out to the... Yep. So there's a huge famine seemingly everywhere. Yep, everywhere. So that's good news. Growth is going to be hard to come by. So because we've got low public order, low growth, we're going to have to fix that up. The successor system we don't need to know about. New guys we don't need to know about. Royal court opening. So the Seleucids have the royal court. Basically every couple of years it can come down. I'll read it out quickly. High authority leaders will take longer to reach the limit and will have less of a wait until the next one. So we mostly want high authority characters in the royal court, but at the moment we want low loyalty characters in there to keep them close. They gain 1 loyalty for that. So I think we may have this guy out here with 2 loyalty, or this guy who's got 0. And he is kind of the only guy, except for this guy, but who's very old. Very loyal, but, well, as close as we got, I think. But he's old. So his time may come soon, and then it's just... That's all we've got. I think long-term goals is to get this guy trained up. Take his place, and keep this guy in line. So I'm not sure how much we're going to need these guys. We're going to need to get treaties up here. We're going to want to try and keep everyone on our side as much as we can while we deal with the Egyptians. We're going to be doing no offensives out in the borders. But a big goal fairly early is to get this the Gulf, the Persian Gulf, up and running. We want to get this trading, we want to get ports. There's a port at Persepolis, there's a port at Antiochus, Syrianis, and there's a port at, oh no, we need to get the port here. So we're going to work on that too. So the royal court, it was either that guy, the unloyal guy over there, or we're going to pick one of these brothers, Andromachos or Alexandros. This guy's not in either family, he's Alindus. And we got Archeos as the father of those 2. And if we have any loyalty retinues we can trade around. Minus unrest. I think loyalty retinues are really... it will be very hard to get them. And yeah, if you've not played Europa Barbarorum, there's so much to it. There's so much to it. There's birthplaces, which will have an effect on what traits they can gather. There's training, teaching. So he's green. He's not been in battle yet. Doesn't understand how to command. It's a political animal. But these traits you can really shape characters, and it depends on these two. So this guy's sharp, charismatic, and vigorous. Selfish and pessimistic. Their traits will be based on this. So this top row, sharp, charismatic, and vigorous, very good. Selfish and pessimistic will be not good. So he'll probably be quite good as a general because he's sharp, charismatic, and vigorous. But his selfish and pessimistic will give him bad, like drinking companion. He's already got that, and a cook. I'm sure this will expand into a glutton or something. But yeah, it's a very in-depth game. Very, very in-depth game. So let's go on. We also have to do, yeah, the successor. We can pick the heir of an heir, effectively. So Seleucus here is our son, and he's our heir. We are going to move this whole army to Damascus through the deserts of Palmyra, where they have rebels, but I'm hoping the rebels will attack, or we can attack them fairly quickly while on our march. And we're going to go to here. So let's do the royal court. We're either going to do this guy. If I pick a high authority character, which I believe... I wonder if it's influence or command. That would make a big difference, because you only see authority on... So maybe it's loyalty. High loyalty characters will gain it faster. Low loyalty characters will gain it slower. That doesn't matter, we're going to have to give it to him anyway. But I think we're going to farm loyalty with this guy in battles, staying with armies, and this guy out here is just going to have to get... He's going to have to put some eyes on him while he's out in the deserts. So let's trigger this. And we're going to pick you. Where are you? There's his face. There we go. He's in the royal court. So let's have a look now. He's gained 1 loyalty. And he's gained 1 influence as well. So he's actually going to be a better governor. Slightly. And we have the Festival of Ekitu, which is an important ceremony that happens in Babylon. But I think you have to stay in Seleucia to trigger it. Basically every now and then the Basilius will have to return to Seleucia, or these places gain a lot of unrest. Money wise, we're only making 900, but that will change a lot by the end of this turn once we get everything sorted out. We've only got 1 diplomat and 1 spy. The diplomat cannot reach Armenia or Hayastan, so we're going to speak to this Macedonian here and try and get anything, because they're already allies, we're already trading, so let's try to give them map information, and our map is going to be very important. I know a lot of people think this is cheesy, but if you think of how much land we have, our map is a big deal to have scouted. So let's try, and yeah, that's generous, and maybe we will take 1,000 plus their map information. We'll see, because we want this to be successful. We want this to be a successful deal. You get such good traits on diplomats. Perfect. Just accepted. And we discovered them. So now we can see their towns. You can't even see their towns without map information. So it is very important that we get map information. Also, we can lose relations on a bad diplomatic deal. So I think this guy just got +1 as well, which is good. And we're going to attach him to our king. We want him to be just there, able and mobile. We have a fleet. I'm going to keep them in port for a turn. And another big thing we have to do at the start, I'm thinking, is to get rid of our militia, effectively. Because these Pandatapoi, 93 upkeep, but they're absolutely useless. Unreliable, and their stats are just god-awful. So they'll get absolutely crushed by any professional troop, even these guys would completely trash these guys. It'd take them a while, but absolutely trash them. They're good for meat shields if you really need meat shields, but we're not going to be that kind of army. We want to disband the levies to be able to recruit well. Like these armies, perfectly fine. This army in Persepolis is great, and we're going to come down here. I believe there's a city here in this fertile land. And I know there's a major faction around here. I can't remember the name, and it's unpronounceable to me. But there's also nomads all around this desert, I believe, especially along the coast. So we're going to need to get a fleet here. We can make a Fluku 2000, and it's not a fleet. We won't be able to fight anyone with this, but we will be able to transfer the troops quicker because it's a long way down. So yeah, that's a plan, and we want to get this trade lane really, really pumping. So we'll take this town, get this trade lane really working. It will bring us a lot of benefits. But here in Seleukeia, if you look at our Pandatapoi and Akontiste, I mean their missile attack's very good. Let's have a look at an actual Peltast 16. It's not very far off, and these guys are elites, so we still kind of want to get rid of them. We have lots more money to spend on them. 67's not bad, so I may keep them, especially this free one. This place doesn't have any free. Also, free upkeep's hard to come by unless you've planned out. So, like foreign military settlements, you get free upkeep, but it does give you minus public order. But there's lots of things like that, and they'll all be down these huge trees, and everything takes a long turn to build. So it will take. This is a long campaign, so I hope you're. If you're watching, I hope you're ready for the extent of this. So we will disband, even in the face of our enemies. We will disband our levies, and I think we might get rid of these Jewish spearmen. I don't even want to try and pronounce. Well, I suppose if they're Jewish spearmen, it would be Judeoi. And this oi is definitely not oi. Taxeus, but Jewish spearmen. But definitely the Pantodapoi we're gonna take out because they are rubbish. Slingers we're definitely gonna keep, and these they're effectively like militia phalanxes, but native phalanxes. They're not very good, but any phalanx is going to be useful. And these are going to be much more useful. They're definitely going to have much more holding power and killing power than two of the Pantatapoi. So we're going to keep them. These guys, not great. And even it says in the says they're like only useful really for providing garrison troops. They're not really going to do anything on the battlefield. And we've got a whole professional army here, and a professional army coming from here. So let's get rid of the skirmishers, and you keep the phalanxes in there. And here we're going to do the same. Pandatapoi. I might get rid of these, so a better unit. If I take you out, let's see. Okay, they're free. They're free. Oh no, they're not. Hold on. I just misread it. 3 units are free. Toxotai are free now. Good. So we can just disband these. Those guys are really good. And we might as well get those as well. See, these are really good infantry, but their upkeep is huge. But their recruitment's also quite big. And we can put them straight into this army. Oh, we cannot move this guy. Who did we put in this army? Who can't move? What? Why can't... So if I click that, we can all move. If I select the whole army, we can all move. But if I just click on the... What is that? There's something weird going on with the... Is it the season? Spring? Spring shouldn't have any effect. And I can just select everyone and move. That's weird. Anyway, let's move on. We're going to disband the Pandatapoi here. We should actually move those two. And get a fleet going. Definitely we're disbanding this. Even to the Armenians it will look like we're unfortifying our border, which to the AI actually is very good. Obviously. But it stops you from being a threat. It stops them getting it back up. And that does actually have an effect. On there, it kind of has like a balance of power on the borders. If you've got troops there, or you put a fort there, or you fortify it, or you've got a huge build-up of troops on the border, they get nervous. They have to react to that. So we'll let them not react to it. Here I may keep the militias. Here I don't think I need to. Here in Ipsos, we can get some really good troops. Alright, so we may use this fleet to drop in on Cyprus. I think we're going to use this guy to attack Ptolemies. So let's have a quick look.
Anameno lantanon.
Okay, so Iran. This isn't Iran. Iran's over here. But this area, we don't need to do too much about, to be fair. It's got a good army. If we combine this into an army, it'd actually be a very good fighting force. So we may take this guy out of Ecbatana. They do like him as a governor. We need to lower the taxes anyway, just for the growth. So do that, and we're going to try and see if we can disband the Pandatapoi. Yeah. So off of their heads, and then we are going to... I don't think we need to do it straight away, but we're definitely going to want to, once the rebels start appearing in this area, we're going to want to gather these forces together and build an army to go marching. Here we definitely want a watchtower, and we're going to keep an eye on what the Parthians are doing. There's a whole stack right on our border. So if we just set a big stack like this right on the border, they would take it as a sign of aggression. Even here we're going to disband the... because I don't think they're even given anything, so it's 65% at lowest. So let's move you guys out. And it's 5% public order. Let's see if just one of these guys. One of those guys was 5%. So we can get rid of that. Let's see, we might have to get rid of a building. It's a satrapy. Does this let us get a... might be the next tier of satrapy. The next government building. Sometimes satrapies let you get a standing governor, effectively. Yes, I'm not sure how it works in the Seleucids, but some factions get like a satrapy or a client state building, which lets them build a governor unit effectively, which is of the culture that you've conquered. So public order is much better than just having your own dude in there. But yeah, we're going to disband these guys because this place is useless anyway. Might as well not make us lose loads of money. Oh, it has foreign military garrisons. Now this building lets you get local troops, and especially these medium cav are actually very good. But it does take away -5% public order, and that's all we need to keep this place stable for the moment. So we're going to delete it, and it will give us 1600. We're going to quickly look how much that costs to build, and we're going to have to try it in a different building. Building browser, local military colonization, 4,800. So for 1600, we get a quarter of the payment back. But to have this place stable is more important than. We're not going to be recruiting out here. I know we have a lot of money, and it looks like we'll have a lot of income, but I don't think we will. So let's just bump that off. 70% should be blue from memory, but so that's 60% now. Great. And that's 70% now. Who knows what's going on here? Who knows? But let's continue. We might get a sneaky temple in here. And do you know what? That sounds great. Sumerian goddess. And the complex pantheon of Mesopotamia. Let's do that. The inclusion of Nidaba. Oh no, it wasn't Nidaba. Oh no, it was. Yeah, here we go, Nidaba. So 800, 2 turns. Just got to hold it for 2 turns. We're good. I might get a diplomat here. Let's just have a look where we've got schools, because training is a big. Oh, look, native administration. This might be it. Let me just have a quick skim through this quickly. It was slowly spread in Eastern Imperial culture, in former Achaemenid and Indian territories, which this is. So that's good. We need to see the building trees for these. Native administration, then it turns to. So this will be a supervised Hellenic administration, which is pretty cool. And then we could do the allied state tributaries. There's lots of different possibilities, but a tributary state. So yeah, this one's for just pacifying places, putting in local rulers to look closely allied. So then, effectively, you're not in control of these places. You don't put your own stamp on them. This guy, Spitamenes, was pretty famous in the real history, from what I remember reading. He, like many of his countrymen, is always suspected of disloyalty to the Seleucid Basilius, though. It's because he's Sogdian. Sogdian's the area up here. Around Bactria, there's Bactria and Sogdiana. I think it's more north to us, up here. Has he got a... He doesn't have a... Sometimes they have a biography. Let's have a look if there is a biography. Definitely going to be one of the kings, so let's have a quick check. Yeah, biography. But yeah. So we've got lots of problems still. We want to kick Egypt out of here and of Cyprus and just push on. That's our main goal. So everything else is kind of counter to that. Our forces are really going to be pushed in here. And we're going to have to, because Ptolemy is going to be a big big major player. Obviously, they've got 3 regions here, Cyprus, and then a lot of regions down the Nile. So we're just going to have to put in a lot of time and money and effort into pacifying it. Here, I'm sure we can fix fairly quickly. It's got foreign military garrison as well, but I don't think we need to clear that yet. But here we might also get a temple. I'm wondering if we can take out the Wazali, the Carian warbands. So they're much better than the Jewish guys, Jewish spears. They're infantry and really good stats, so we're going to keep them. And the Anatolian tribes are actually very good as well. But these Pantatapoi, just god awful. But they are keeping public order. Can we keep one? We can. Maybe we're going to... We've got this guy. Just the general can reach. Can anyone from Edessa reach? No. So we're going to need to do this in one turn. Egyptian are going to have a huge fleet already from the start, and because they're AI, they're going to be able to just pump out fleets. We've got one shot against Cyprus, really. Unless we can get mercenary boats, I'm not sure we can. No, we can't. Let's see if maybe we can get it over here. No. I'm not sure if you can even get them in this. So we've basically got one shot at invading Cyprus, and we may sacrifice you to the gods of Syria. Sorry, I read Syria here. The gods of Cyprus. Anyone else can join you. I'm going to take you. I don't think it will be heavily guarded. So we're going to take the Peltos, the Hoplites, and you. You might as well be used for something. 4 units. But we might be able to get him some... If we can take another unit out. I don't think we can. No. It's a shame. And we've got no one else who can reach. So maybe we take 1 unit out of here. And Damascus is now in rebellion. Okay, that's fine. I'll be back in 1 moment. So we've got a lot of money to spend, but we're going to need to spend them on specific things. And what I wanted to check out was where we have schools, because we want good diplomats. And the way to good diplomats and good generals, good anything, is with these schools. Temples also have good, but I'm not sure how much effect they have on diplomats and spies and those kind of things. Well, that's cool. Sacred City of Helios. Trade bonuses. This game's so cool. There's written history about the area and each town. There's so many... Wow, this place we can actually get elephants from. Wow, that's insane. Get elite cavalry. Elite phalanxes. Look at these guys, armored elephants. Look at the upkeep. We have a unit of this Varu, the normal elephants, in the King's army. They are very, very good, but they are very, very dangerous as well. They will just run amok and run over your own troops. So you really have to plan out your attacks with these guys. Really, really plan them out. You have to really open up formations, especially because we're using phalanxes. We're going to be very slow. And aside from the phalanxes, we've got spearmen. And mass routes are a big thing in this tiredness. It's very slow paced mod. So we want to strike out against Egypt, but we kind of need to see what's going on. We have no agents around. We've got a spy in Mesopotamia. I don't think we particularly need him here, or to even scout out up there. So I think we march him maybe ahead of Seleucus to scout out where our borders are, where the desert is. What's out here? So there's a rebel general here. Let's have a look what he's got. So he's got like lancers. He'll have, I believe, there's going to be like lancers, probably horse archers. Let's get a bit closer. Yeah, look, Bedouin camels. We've got lancers. So I'm really not scared of any of this with this army. I'd in fact prefer them to engage fairly quickly. Let's see. Everyone has supplies. I don't think they kick in for the first turn. So we might have to wait to the end turn to get their supplies kicked in. Hopefully everyone gets well supplied. This guy is also 1 loyalty in Babylon, which is a nightmare. So that's not going to be good. Where are you from? Came from the heart of the Seleucid Empire, the Babylonia. So you're Chaldeos. Okay. And you are from Macedon. You're Diadochi. So we're going to need to sort this guy out. Teruno Babylonios. Definitely going to have to sort you out. We cannot have towns like this rebelling. It's definitely not. These do have a score, I believe. Babylon does. So maybe we'll just keep a diplomat of him. Hopefully it keeps him in line. We can just leave you training. Arbella, we need a diplomat. Let's pick out where has schools first. Epatana doesn't have a score. Europos doesn't have a score. Oh, this is also... So places with these, there's a few of these around the place of burning fires. They give 20% public order, basically. Law and... it gives law and unrest. So minus law and minus unrest. But only if you have your own cultures. So because it's a satrap, it doesn't affect it, I believe. It only affects the Basilica Arc, which is the royal administration. So if you want to change this, make sure these aren't here. Or you just have to spend too much in public order. Anyway. Let's find these schools. There's definitely not going to be any schools out this far. Out in the sticks. Persepolis might have one. So let's have a quick look in Persepolis. Persepolis hasn't got a score. It does have a place of burning fire though. The tomb of Darius, I believe. I think this is the tomb of Darius, the Great, I believe. And Kairos, founder of the empire. Or maybe it's the... Maybe I'm getting this wrong. Body of Kairos instead. Oh no, Darius may have built Persepolis. Maybe it wasn't buried there. Maybe it was buried somewhere else. Susa, do you have a skull? So Persepolis has... Did we even check that? Or did I just get distracted? Apologies, this is going to be such a... It's a very hard mod to describe, especially in depth. I'm definitely not going to be able to go in depth. So some people are going to hate how in depth it is, and some people are going to hate how much I'm missing. So apologies to everyone. But we're going to try. So here it has a score, so let's get one here. We need to get lots of diplomats and spies. And I want, if we do need troops, I'd rather have hoplitoi haploi, levy hoplites, or hoplites. I'd much rather these, even though they cost more to recruit. They will actually serve a purpose. They can actually function in an actual battle, which we'll need. We'll be needing to take units out and use them. Various wars. So let's see. We can land this turn. That's interesting. So we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to land this turn. So we're going to send with him. Who's going to be good in a siege? These guys aren't going to be able to take a whole town by themselves. But maybe if we get you, the Katusagas, they are probably Galatian. Yeah, I bet they're Galatian. Celts. We're definitely going to need to give you something good. We're definitely not going to give you elite spears. But I think you're going to need more than some... I wonder if we can get you any... So you'd be very cool. This guy is just a regular hoplite, which I believe is going to be... This one, hoplite. He's going to be a hoplite general, so that's quite cool. Everyone else will have... Hellenistic bodyguard cavalry will only be the Seleucids. Yeah. And then everyone else, I believe, will have, like... These guys will be Lydian. These guys are Hellenistic, because he's a Hellen. This guy's a Macedonian. He's got Lydian lancers. And I believe this guy does too. Yeah, but we're in Lydia here. So... We don't have those elite cav everywhere. This guy probably has the same thing, a Lydian lancer, I bet. Oh, he's got Thessalian cavalry. So this is what I thought the Macedons would have had, but maybe these guys were brought up in this area. It's very cool though. So everyone's going to be different. This guy will probably have another something or other, but we are going to need to move this fleet. We're going to decide what units to take out. I don't think there'll be many. I think there'll probably be... I bet it's just lightly garrisoned, like Tarsus or something. Maybe even... if there's free troops, we could get away with it. I might get rid of our... No, we can't get rid of our flanks here. They're just too useful. I don't think we can get rid of any of these troops. I don't want to get rid of any of these. So maybe we could send you the hoplites. And maybe we can send you those. That works. Perfect. That works perfect. Okay, we're going to take both of you. That's a much better army. So let's land as far in as we can. I wonder what side of the island it's on. That's fine. Now, I think we're just going to disband this. Oh, they've got a big garrison. This fleet is going to die. So I think we just disband it. Leave Theodotus on his own. Stranded. But we can get those. We can get some... If we have enough money left over, we can get him. Just one more troop would be useful. We'll try that. We'll definitely try that. Here, I think we want to strike early too. So we might... From the looks of it, this is the better town. From all the trade, if you can see. So maybe we take Carrier first. And it also has this wonder. Doesn't say what wonder it has, but maybe we go straight to it. We could even split into two. Maybe we split this in half and siege both. Ah, see, my OCD is... It's not OCD, it's like... My attention span is just all over the place. We're going to want to get some scouting over here. We've got no agents, but we did have a spy. He crossed the desert. And you're with the king. Ah, that was what it is. Just figured it out. It was our governor. Diplomat, sorry. Slowing us down. So we're going to strike here as well. But we just want to check that everything is done. And did we clear all the Pandatapoi here? No, we're going to get rid of you here. Turn taxes down here. We have Pandatapoi. 120% public order. We want to keep these local troops because they will be useful to just fill out places. Here, see, I like these Iranian troops and the Parthian for archers. They're going to be handy, especially if these guys attack. We don't really want to disband. Good troops. Recruitment costs are really high. Although the Iranians and the Parthians are actually fairly cheap. But anything Greek will be very expensive to train. Like even these native phalanxes, 900 recruitment. So it's going to take a while. Right, so sorry, but this campaign is going to be a bit like this. Turn 1 obviously is a big one, so we need to get plans out. But we should, once we get there, I won't have to explain so much as you can tell as we're going. So I'll try and keep you up to date. And we do want to unite these guys. Oh, we've got another boy here. Perfect, let's get rid of you. Might even be able to get rid of... No, that's fine. You here? These guys are useless as well, but they're even better than... these guys are trash. But they're still a lot better than the levy spearmen. These guys aren't unreliable. They have a bonus against cav and good stamina, so actually very good in comparison to these. And what's the difference in upkeep? It's 30. Just, they're so bad. I don't even want to see them on the field. See them on the field, I'm going to be annoyed. So because we've been changing our taxes everywhere, it says we're making minus, but that's with building costs. So we're actually gonna make 2,000 ish. We did the taxes here. We're gonna make a temple. Good. Here and here are good. Did we do the watchtower? We did a watchtower up here. Perfect. This guy might want to build a watchtower as well. Just like up in that corner. We'll go slowly in case there's rebels out here. Perfect, let's get a watchtower there. Send you back. We need to light up. If you see this mini-map, we're going to need to light this up because we don't really know what's going on. It's all out of our lands, but we have no idea what's going on there. We'll be able to tell a bit. You'll be able to tell with devastation here on the income tab. There's something going on, and then you'll also be able to see visible devastation on the campaign map when people are raiding us. But for now, yeah, we're not going to. I really should have sent some of these guys and built a temple here. Maybe we have enough movement. I wonder if we can still do that. Let's see. I think they'll have enough movement to come back as well. So we'll send... We'll spend your carrions on those guys. 45%. But they can get on the boat. And you can land here, which is quite nuts. So we want to land you straight away. Oh, I need to get here. If they take a turn, I think they're just going to sink to an Egyptian fleet. It looks like we potentially can on the tip of this island, but I don't think. We go here. No. We did it. Why has one of these units got more movement than the other? I can take the javelin out. That's fine. And then maybe the carrions might sink in the sea, but that's fine. We can live with that. And we're going to strike here, but soon, I promise. We need to sort out this army and what's staying and what's leaving. So we've got a lot of pandatopoi. We definitely need a diplomat, so let's just do that right away. There's lots of factions over here. It doesn't matter if we get a terrible diplomat. Here we do want these places to grow, but that place can be bumped up, and this place we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose population. 1,200. This has got a long way to grow, so we actually can lose population a little bit. Especially with the here, yeah, that's going to really be good. Even if it's just for a turn or two. Oh, that's a bit annoying. He might get quite greedy with high taxes, because he's mildly extravagant. Enjoys the fine things in life. He's got plus 15% construction costs total, and that's only with two traits. He might even have more. So Let's not give him so much power. Okay, in Odessa. Odessa's pretty cool. Pretty chill. Let's just keep it that way. We'll go about these one by one. Divine messages. Look at this guy. A Babylonian prophet. Pretty cool. We won't need to build anything here. We're going to save our money. Because we could potentially get a fleet for a very big sum. 8,000. I don't think there's any point of getting these raiding fleets. They look okay on paper, but I think the Egyptians will be building these and or have these already. I don't know if I want assassins yet. I don't want to lead us down that road, although that was part and parcel of this kind of empire. We're going to get... No, we can't get that guy there. We've got a diplomat here. We're going to want a spy up here as well. Does either of you have a school, by perchance? Ipsos. Maybe that'll be another fairly short-term goal to get a school up here. That'd be handy. Yeah, we don't have a school up. This is a very big town though, Sardis. Very big town. It's got very well built up. Yeah, no schools there. And the other diplomats was there. And we're going to want one here to go speak to Armenia. And did we make one up here to speak to... We don't have the opportunity there. We're going to get you and a spy. Clear up the map. So that gives us 2,000 left, which we might keep for ourselves. We'll have 4,500 next turn, but we're going to need it. We're going to need to... We want to send people gifts as well to keep them sweet while we deal with Egypt. But I think that's pretty much... Aside from... No, we did need to sort this out. We did need to sort this out. Other units here, free upkeep. There's no point in you even being free upkeep, but I might keep those two. Disband the Pandopoi. Yeah, let's disband you guys, 'cause we're gonna just rebuild this army. So we're gonna do our own reforms without any. I think we're gonna put you on the offensive. We're gonna bring you over here. Sardis. Now I think I'm gonna keep the javelinmen here, but we're definitely gonna disband these guys because I don't. Well, I suppose we could garrison with these, but we're gonna want to split this up. So who's going with who? At this rate, these two are going to go. Cavalry Commander of Genius. Now that is pretty cool. Already. And he's already got another +1. So he's got +3 when commanding cavalry already. Turn 1. And he's already experienced. So this guy is pretty cool, actually. So you are going to lead. You are going to follow. You're a defender, bureaucrat. Maybe we'll swap out because you're quite good. You're a bureaucrat though. Agent training costs discount. And you're a bureaucrat as well. So these two are well placed. These two are going to go to the. Like you, Andromachos, are going to join Olympikos. You, Alexandros, are going to march yourself. We only want to send you a cavalry, I think, really. It'd be really cool if we could get a cavalry corps. Maybe we do. Maybe we make the cavalry corps. Okay, Andromachos, you'll come with you. We're going to make a cavalry corps. Change of plan. And we're going to send this guy on a sieging quest up to here. Because we don't really have troops to get to Pamphylia. So we'll take Ephesus in a siege, which would be fairly bloody. We don't need any cavalry for the siege, so that's fine. And you can come and scout and raid and do lots of tricks. So maybe we take you up this way. If we go here and see what's happening in Halicarnassus. So they're just going to have troops. So let's go and siege Ephesus. We're going to 2 of them, 3 of them and a ram. 3 seasons to siege, that's fine. And you are going to come and get a watchtower. I want it here, but we have to cross a river, so it's going to use a lot of our movement. That actually works out fine. Let's go slowly along the road. Go here, grab a watchtower. Maybe we just hide in the woods. Hide in here? I hope we can hide in here. Bit of a shame if we couldn't. That is a shame. Annoying. Oh well, we are sieging here. What is this in the... Horses in the sea? Unreal. These times were so wild. Do you need to figure out this problem? So we're going to make a Macedonian temple. Marduk will make around Babylon. Apollon. Sounds pretty cool. Let's do that. Sacred enclosure to Apollon. Hopefully it doesn't rebel in time. It's got quite a good Hellenistic polis. It's just this guy's an absolute terror. I wonder if I just take him out. Will the settlement be better? No, he does give 10%. And we probably want these guys along for the ride. A good trusty spearman. Siege Salamis. And we're going to strike here. So... Oh, and we'll move this guy first as well. If we go here, we'll get a watchtower up. Jews Seleucus are going to cross the desert. Oh, we didn't sort out the garrison here. Let's do that quickly first. Can we take all of you 3 out? Good. Can we take you, and you? Perfect. And I'm going to swap you to the more loyal general. You've earned it. Yeah, you're going to have a diplomat just to sit with you. Train at school. So we're going to disband all of this. Stand the levies down. So we're going to make 2,100 basically, if nothing else changes. Because I think that's about everything done. Might want to have a quick look at the tax rates. Yeah, that's fine, but there are 2 buildings. Here we can lower taxes. I believe on this disillusioned loyalty level. So that's content, even though it's yellow, so that's fine. But this disillusioned one has a chance to spawn rebels, I believe. And we want all of our places to be growing. So here, we might even be able to get it up. No. Sepolis, we can try. Nope. Aspidana is growing. That's not going to go up, so that's fine. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do this now. You're disillusioned. We don't want a 1 loyalty. Disillusioned, man. It's just a way for trouble. So that one's fine. Prophasia. You will actually lose men. Your growth will go down. So we'll keep you low. Edessa can probably go up. That would be too much. Okay. Antiochia can go up to that. More taxes. So you're losing, so we're going to need to fix the growth. Perfect. Where is this? No, we don't want this here. down. Where was we? We did these ones. No, we didn't. Apomania. We'll stop growth, so we'll... Oh, that one can go up twice. We might keep this high. Because we've got our armies so close, I don't think we'll have rebellion issues. And if we do, it's just XP for our generals. Although he... Yeah, was he the... He's a bureaucrat. Inexperienced. We might not put high. I think there's a really big chance of them gaining really terrible traits. So where was we? We was at Antiochia. Apomania. Where are you? Don't particularly need this to grow. I don't think we're going to invest in this too much. It's still a decent way off. The extra money would be better. That could stay there because it goes down to disillusioned. Oh, it was going up now, wasn't we? Apomania, Ipsos. You can go up. No, you want to get to the next tier. Susa doesn't want to lose growth. You don't want to lose growth. And you don't want to lose growth. Fine. So, all in all, it's not too bad. Too bad. About 2,500 now. All together. That's pretty much everything done. It's not even everything done. Still got all of these troops, which we might just stack. Eventually, we'll just stack them into this army. We'll send them out. We'll get rid of one of you, and we can just send the rest to influence this. Right. Let's go and attack Menelaus Ptolemy. Welcome. Sorry for the terrible cut, but we're gonna do this attack now. I don't think we want to do night attack here. He's got a very similar army to us. 3 phalanxes, 2 cavalry, same as ours. Hoplites, infantry, archers, even Cretan archers. They're very good. Slingers. So he's got a very similar army to us, but this guy, yeah, 1 foot in the grave. We're gonna put his upper one in there, and he's 70. So let's just send this. So I think we're gonna have to be fairly aggressive. We want to kind of try and mop up this whole army, and we want to show everyone what we can do with the king. So we're going to want to keep these elites in a fairly loose formation for pikes, and then the lesser there's quality, the deeper. So these native ones we're going to have in a big block like that. We're going to want to do a kind of checkerboard style with big gaps in between, so we can exploit with javelins and infantry. So we've got really good peltasts. Keep them nice block with all of our own Katasuges. We're gonna have on that, and we're gonna have a rousing speech with the general at the front. These guys are javelins, so we'll keep them here as well. No, don't want 2, just want this guy. And we want to keep our elephants in the rear. We don't want them hit by arrow fire or javelins. We've got Hypaspitae. Let's put them on a flank. So we want to keep them, and another spear unit. But these are mostly. We'll put them on the flanks. They can hold that flank. So yeah, this game. Oh, so we want to turn off restricted camera. I would like it for its use, but it has really kind of negative effects. So if you say I have this cav out here and this one here, this middle part will be locked, so it just becomes a big chore. So we'll turn it off. We don't really want to take a cav fight. We want to have supporting troops in there. But these battles are pretty tricky because as you see, the graphic quality just drops as soon as we zoom out. So it's more, we need to be more strategical and have elements in place rather than just counter-attacking, you know, we don't need the huge micro, we just want a steady plan, basically. So here we are, first battle with the king. Here we are, men. This is the campaign to end the Ptolemies and their wretched kingdom. Pikes at the ready! And we are going to march to them. So let's move our phalangites up. And we'll move our supporting elements along with them. So we don't actually want this guy that far over. I know we're giving up the high ground, but it's something that we want to do. So you guys can move. Oh, this rock's going to really interfere with their movement. Watch their formation just get absolutely broken up. Peltas can get over here. And you come and sneak in the middle part of these formations. So we want them over here, really. We're not going to have these chasing calves, so these guys are going to want to engage, but keep these guys... I think these might be their lancers over here. They are. So we're going to want to double team him with everything, really, and just leave their skirmish cavalry to Katsusuges. Let's move up. Archers. We're going to go for... Yeah, we'll go for their, like... These guys, I guess. Just let them fire at will. Oh, 10 kills, 11 kills in one volley. That's nice. And maybe we skirmish. Maybe we keep them in a bit. I think the edge of the map's quite close. Not too close, but it does mess with skirmish mode a lot. And we want these ready to pounce. So we get them in a nice wide, not with the rock there. Get them in a nice wide formation. They get a good charge bonus. High pass battalion, let's move up. Elephants, we're gonna just move. Pretends that we're gonna engage with them. Right, we're gonna bring. So these are gonna try and skirmish with our. Maybe we're just trying to shoot their skirmish cav. They're coming in with arrows now. Let's go into loose formation. And we kind of want to bait in their general, but not too much. And we'll bring these guys to the flanks and put you on fire at will. Katsusuges, let's fire into their phalangites, and then we're going to retreat back and bring them in. It should be a nice volley. And here come their cavalry. So let's go and skirmish with their cavalry. Not with these, just move you forward. That was a nice, let's move them back. Nice javelin throw. That actually killed a good amount of them. Right, phalangites bracing. You guys can come and engage, and you guys are going to move forward. Peltas are going to get ready to fire on their general. And they charged here, good. Now we can count the charge with you and the Hapas die. Perfect. We're going to bring, no, these are the archers, so we'll keep them there. Here comes our cavalry charge. Fire into these. And you guys are going to engage in a phalanx. Oh, we got recharged by a general. That's fine. Got some Peltas coming to help him. That general on general fight's not going to be good for us. But hopefully these guys are going to rout these skirmish cav. Oh yeah, that took a nasty charge. A really nasty charge. Let's hit their phalanxes here. How's our cavalry doing? Did we clean up any of this? Yeah, we broke that, and then let's get the cavalry out. You guys out. You don't need to go on skirmish, you shoot the toxitoids. And you phalanxes, ready up and get over there. So let's go over here. We're going to want to get... Oh, we routed him. Good. Perfect. We're going to chase him off with our general, and we're going to come in with the peltasts. We need to get our cavalry circling over here. Maybe I'm going to charge the elephants into the Sistos, how do you say it? Zeistophoroi. And we're going to bring these over. I'm actually going to march them straight in. So let's come here. Peltas can shoot into the phalanxes. This phalanx is going to slowly advance into the cavalry. Not give them any space to move. You guys are javelin men, so you come and chuck. We don't want to engage this phalanx. Oh, and they're coming straight in. This is perfect. Perfect. And let's charge with the. And we broke these, so charge in. And let's get through this middle. You guys just charge in like that. Gonna cause a rout. You guys can charge in as well, and you guys go on the outside. Let's see how our lines are doing. This isn't a great fight, but we're much better armed. So let's come over here with the Katasuges. We need to keep an eye that these guys aren't under any fire. Peltas are chasing down these guys good, and we can keep advancing onto there. We'll go slowly. You guys keep marching into there. And we don't want to send in our horsemen yet. Come off a skirmish and come chase. So you guys come over. We didn't get through the middle because we're on skirmish mode. Perfect. Come in nice, clean. Trying to hit the phalanxes. These spears are having a fine time against those. You guys chase them. You guys collapse on here. Same with you. And you guys come and chase down their fleeing units. You can go on skirmish soon. And phalanxes move over here. You guys engage here. And you guys engage here. So these guys do shoot arrows as well. So maybe we'll just skirmish with these skirmish cav. And hopefully they don't. Katasuges, let's charge in. Get up to the back. We can charge that. What would these be? Cappadocians. You keep going. We don't want to get to there. Or the heavy infantry. So the Katasuges, where's my Celts? Come over here. And where's my tribesmen? This is more the unit I wanted out there. Everything's routing over here, good. The skirmish cav might rally with those numbers. Who are these guys? Skirmish cav. So let's set you on skirmish and you run. I don't think we don't need the javelin volley. We'll just charge in. You guys get out because you're getting charged. You guys come here. Go after those guys, and you guys just keep advancing. Alright, did anything rally up the hill? They'd fight to the death. Perfect. You guys are charging. We've got nothing. Let's come back. Maybe a phalanx. Maybe we'll just finish you off. I wonder what the kind of damage a phalanx would do against a elephant. Yeah. Maybe we just go and engage them in skirmish mode. We just shoot at them. Maybe we go a bit closer to scare them away. And you Peltas can come over here. They've still got ammo. Great unit. So our losses were quite light. Our general took the absolute beating. We didn't get their general either. But I suppose he may die of natural causes fairly soon. The Katasuges have done a great job routing off these carrions. Great unit these are. They're going to be really useful, and hopefully we can get some more. And just skirmish these away. Let's see how this phalanx is doing. We don't actually want to engage this. We want to get these elephants out of the way of that. Turn! Turn! Elephants! Elefantes! Can't believe they're not just shitting themselves over this, to be fair. Who's this? Let's bring you over here. More peltasts. We've got no more javelins left. Let's go and skirmish with the cavalry then. Come over here. This is the hardest part, I think, about this mod in battles. Katasuges, let's do another good charge into these. Where mopping up is actually a really big deal, because when you have all these skirmishers charging around, they're keeping the army in the fight. So had they all been dead and absolutely so if all of these guys were not on the field, these guys would rout. But it keeps a lot of units in the fight. Otherwise they should be dead. So let's get these on the flank. And just shoot into them. Elephants thankfully didn't rout this time. Alright, and you, Sister Foray, can come over here. Now they're wavering. And you can go skirmish. Final peltas, final charge. Come fire some javelins into them as well. There we go, broken. That should be the end of the battle. I'm going to mop up this unit a bit. The more phalanxes we can take out, the better. Let's charge over here. You guys stop firing and stop skirmishing and charge here. You guys stop firing, stop skirmishing and charge here. Good. So we'll mop this up a little bit and then I will see you on the campaign map. Wait until we get 700 casualties, 700 prisoners, I believe. The more casualties you can take, the better the higher the trait gain would be for whatever you do with them. So say we release, we'll get more positive bonuses for releasing them. So we got 101 men lost. That was a really good engagement. Really nearly lost our king. That could have gone very south. See, casualties healed is a really good one to look at. So our phalanxes actually healed a lot. Our Strategos, the king, healed a lot of his casualties. So he'll have 35 men at the end. You see this, he's got 26 at the moment, but he'll have 35. So we stayed in really good strength. So I'd love to go around executing absolutely everyone, but we're not going to. And with this value, they're not going to take these units back. So if we offer to ransom them, they will just execute them. So we might as well just do that if we're going to. When it's maybe 100, 200, they'll ransom. But we will do that. And this is also an interesting mechanic. Every time we defeat an enemy army containing phalanxes, you will have the option of recruiting mercenary phalanxes in your major settlements. So the more we kill, so we don't have any here, but we might have some elsewhere. Maybe it has to trigger the next turn. Mercenary phalanxes. Yeah, we don't actually have any at the moment. Maybe we need more to reach the... So there are elites. We're going to need to recruit a unit to go over here, because this has no recruitment slots. 1500 for a hoplite. We will get a cheap unit of Toxotai to get over there. And you can move here too. See, here's the fleet. And yeah, it's a war fleet. So this fleet is dead, effectively. As soon as next turn, he's going to attack on their turn. And that is turn 1. So, I wonder if we end turn, or we leave that to next turn. So yeah, we'll save it here. That'll be end of episode 1, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.